Okay, real quick before we go outside, this is how the sweet potato starts are doing. Obviously, one of these things has gotten absolutely huge, but those probably should go out this weekend. Hi, welcome back to the garden. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm in zone 8B, about an hour and a half northwest of Houston, about a half hour from College Station. So the biggest news in this last week is I've got red tomatoes. And these were just starting to get color last week, and now I'm going to pick those after I record this video. So hopefully the rest of these will start turning red soon. And I'm going to take those and combine them with these nice looking peppers, run them through a blender and call it salsa. Another thing that's happened in the last week, you can get in here on this eggplant. As you can see there, about there, I'm starting to get my eggplant growing. So hopefully I'll get some eggplant soon. That is a weed and I have no idea what it is, so I'm going to be careful when I cut it down. Over here at this bed, I've still got a lot of pest pressure going. My tomatoes, as you can see, they're getting taller, but I'm not actually getting fruit on these. These were the late plantings. And then on the peppers, actually don't know if I've got... Hey! That's probably going to be a jalapeno. So, now we've identified what one pepper probably is. We'll see what the rest come out to. My watermelon here, most of my watermelons died, so I'm really just with this one plant. But it's put off a second vine, it's made it all the way over there. This vine coming towards me is merged with some weeds. Yeah, I'll probably pick that later. And this other vine has made it all the way down there through the grass. And it's actually attached itself to the grass in several places. So we're just going to leave that alone. My chard is continuing to grow and not get harvested like it should. And I got to do something about the bugs in this garden because they are everywhere. And then over here my garlic is still growing. Looks kind of like grass, but it's really garlic. I keep calling these plants over here cucumbers, and my wife keeps reminding me they're squash. So the squash are getting bigger. You can see that runner is basically run from all the way over there, and is back out of the garden. So my attempts to contain these have clearly failed. But I've got some fruit growing, or some flowers, so hopefully fruit's not far behind. And this one is actually going across through several of those are going through the onions. This is the scallion onion bed. We haven't been harvesting it anywhere near as much as we should have, which is why we have bulb onions growing. If the tops start falling over, I'll harvest them as bulbs, but until then, we're still going to pretend they're scallions. The very late start down here, peppers, are still very small. And then over there, the late start tomatoes, not doing so great, but they're still alive. These buckets of tomatoes are late start, but not as late. I really need to get a couple more tomato cages to kind of control where they're going. And as you can see by the yellowing leaves, I've got some sort of disease in here. I'll prune that off after the video. The bok choy don't look like the bok choy you get in the store anymore. I don't know if these are going to produce seeds at some point. Looks like I have flowers opening up. So they're just kind of an experiment at this point. Hopefully the non-flowering ones will get harvested soon. And over here we've got more eggplant, more tomatoes, more peppers. We don't actually know what kind of peppers they are, and I still need to weed these a lot. The garden has kind of been getting abused this last week because people were sick, and that's just kind of cut into watering and weeding times. So, anyways, over here, the calamansi is looking pretty good. That seems to be happy. It's supposed to be a 10-foot tall tree eventually, but right now it's doing okay. It's covered in ants though, so yeah, ants are a problem out here. And the blueberry bushes, I need to mulch this whole area so that they'll kind of knock the weeds down. But I've kind of given up on getting more blueberries out of these, and we're just kind of keeping them alive for I don't know why. If you're trying to spot it in video, there's one. And there's the others over there. Okay, let's walk over to the peach tree. I haven't got to do much out here, but as you can see, the corn is getting taller. I'm probably going to try to run a tiller over here and get beans down, so I have beans next to my corn, all of which is going to be watered automatically by my septic sprinkler. Let's see how it goes. Clearly the corn is doing okay though. Okay, let's take a look at the peach tree. Yes, it needs to be mulched because that's a mess. It is not getting much taller. But, oh, and I got some leaf damage. Yeah, we'll see how it does. Like, it's healthy, it's not dying, so I'm not too worried about it at the moment. I'm hoping it's putting out a root system underground. If anyone knows peaches well, can you put a comment? Is this growing a big root system? So that's pretty much it for the garden this week. If you're in my area and you garden, want to see what somebody else is doing, like and subscribe. We do this every Friday. On the other hand, if you don't garden, you probably should, because you get to wear a cool hat.